Hey guys, I just graduated college, and I am in the process of packing up my belongings so I can move out of Sacramento. But I will fill you in on the details in another video. I want to finish some new videos now that I have a little more time on my hands. I have several scripts in progress, but I want to discuss something in a short video that I noticed a few weeks ago. This image, retweeted by Thunderfoot and others, gave me a little chuckle, and as I was very busy with my projects, I did not think much of it at the time. But now that I have given a second look, I realize it provides some interesting insight into the mind of the regressive left. In 1962, a fairy tale movie was released called Jack the Giant Killer. I only became aware of it when it was lampooned by Riff Tracks. While the graphics and claymation has aged terribly and the costumes are ridiculous,
the shadow of a chain is causing me to jump off of this wall.
What struck me the most were the characters. They were so one-dimensional. There's not much I can say about them. There was literally no growth or character development at all. Jack is brave and clever. Pendragon is evil and selfish. Princess Elaine is sweet and needing of rescuing. It is a boringly simple good versus evil format, and there is no reason to care about any of these people. Compare that to the 2013 remake, Jack the Giant Slayer. Sure, the movie was poorly received and was a box office failure, but the Jack in this movie is more complex. He had to overcome his inexperience and the limitations of his nation's caste system. And Jigsaw from the Saw film series, while clearly sadistic and capable of inflicting great amounts of terror and suffering, is still someone we can empathize with due to the loss of an unborn child and his diagnosis of terminal cancer. While his victims were not deserving of such terrible fates, most of them were not exactly outstanding citizens. And that's realistic. No one is completely good and no one is purely evil. But that's not how the SJWs and the feminists think. To them, if you are not with them, or if you are just willing to hear what the opposing side thinks, you are against them. I believe they do this because it gives them an excuse to block people and disrupt events that promote ideas that disagree with them. If you are not on their side, you are a bad person, and there's nothing good about you or anything you do, at all.
You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You're fucking scum. You are fucking scum. Fucking rape apologist, incest supporting, woman hating, fucking scum.
With this in mind, let us look over this feminist Venn diagram. The three main categories are MGTOW, men's rights activism, and pickup artists. Nearly all of the topics on this diagram fall under at least two of these main categories, because apparently all MRAs are also men going their own way. Yeah, tell that to the women MRA members and supporters. I am not sure what sort of gamers the presenter is referring, but apparently there's a subgroup of MGTOW gamers who are all pickup artists. As surreal as this all is, the really fascinating part is what she has put at the top of the list of people and groups she thinks are in all three of these categories. Yes, Thunderfoot is apparently an MRA, a MGTOW, and a pickup artist. Thunderfoot is not a member of any of these groups, so why would she put him here? Because Thunderfoot is a prolific and harsh detractor of what she believes, so she and others like her have slapped on as many labels as they can to transfer their frustration and undermined sense of self-importance into hatred against Thunderfoot.
Remember him? Remember? The murders of all those kids? That's what we're fighting. That's what writing this letter campaign is about. It's not about Thunderfoot the man. It's not about his free speech. But it's pure hate. This is the kind of man that listens to Thunderfoot. This is the enemy.
Disagreeing with them is enough to get on their bad side. But when you do so with such derisiveness, consistency, and high production value videos with a large following, wow, you are now public enemy number one. They hate him so much.
Fuck you, Thunderfoot! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! That's the only response you will ever deserve from me, you unethical asshole! And it's all you'll ever get. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I think I might have hit a nerve there.
That they do not want to admit that he can do anything good.
You don't even really understand chemistry all that well. That's come from people who are in chemistry. I've had people in your own field say, yeah, Thunderfoot's a pretty shitty chemist too, actually. He gets things wrong in his video.
Now, I'm a shitty chemist because someone told Hannibal that I was a shitty chemist.
They pile on as many negative things that they can to justify their extreme hatred.
So it's gotten to the point. If you say Thunderfoot is a great scientist and supports logic and reason, this is what you support. You support a rape apologist, a misogynist. Essentially, just combine everything terrible you can think of in the world. Pretty much it, right? It's hard for him to get much worse. One of the most popular atheists on YouTube.
They can't deal with anything Thunderfoot says on an intellectual or fact-based level, so they turned him into a black and white villain.
1, he hates Muslims, Nazi ideology. 2, he hates women, and mostly feminists, Nazi ideology. His followers are mostly white male Nazi apologists, revisionist sympathizers who he commands like an army. Really. He openly supports Hitler. And the Nazi Holocaust is a good thing for humanity. What?
A one-dimensional evil.
She made the mistake of running into this very, very evil man.
Okay, your mum's a fucking whore who burns in hell, and I fucking fucked her in hell, and I'm gonna fuck her again. I fucked your fucking mum up the fucking ass in hell. Fuck you, Thunderfoot. Fuck you.
And if he disagrees with your opinion, you will be attacked. You will be attacked by his neo-Nazis who are completely committed to white male supremacy. White male supremacy.